There's a hidden truth in the world of nutrition, a secret that most people over 70 have never heard before. It's about a plant-based protein, one that's so common you probably have it in your kitchen right now, yet it can help your body build muscle even more effectively than eggs. For decades, we've all been told that eggs and meat are the kings of protein. But what if I told you? The latest research from Harvard and Mayo Clinic shows the opposite. That once you pass the age of 70, your body actually absorbs and responds better to plant protein than to animal protein. I know, that sounds completely against everything you were ever taught. But could it be that we've misunderstood protein all along? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, I'll reveal the exact plant food now being called the golden protein for people over 70, and the one mistake most seniors are still making that's silently weakening their muscles every single day. As someone who has studied senior health for over 20 years here in the United States, I can tell you this. The problem isn't that older adults eat too little, it's that they're eating the wrong type of protein. So in today's video, you're going to discover 1. Why seniors lose muscle even when they eat enough. 2. Which plant protein outperforms eggs for people over 70. 3. How to easily add it to your daily meals for more energy and mobility. 4. And finally, the simple muscle recovery formula that's helped thousands of Americans regain the vitality they thought was gone forever. Trust me, if you stay until the end, you'll learn something most dietitians never mention, yet it can completely change the way you age. Before we begin, let me ask you something. How old are you, and do you think this video could help you? Share your answer in the comments. My team and I read and respond to every question. Thank you for visiting Senior Health Tips. Healthy aging. Let's get started. After the age of 50, something subtle but powerful begins to happen inside your body. You start losing about 1 to 2% of your muscle every single year. Not because you're doing anything wrong, but because your body simply stops responding to protein the way it used to. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. Think of it like trying to fuel an old engine. If you don't use the right kind of fuel, it just doesn't burn as efficiently anymore. And that's exactly what's happening inside your muscles. They're still there, just waiting for the right kind of nourishment to wake them up again. And this is where a lighter, yet more powerful source of protein steps in to change everything. Number 5. Pea protein. In a 2021 study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, researchers compared pea protein to whey, the same whey that bodybuilders have trusted for decades. The result? Pea protein built just as much muscle, even in older adults who weren't hitting the gym every day. That's a big deal. So what makes peas so special? For starters, they're one of the few plant proteins that contain all 9 essential amino acids, the exact building blocks your muscles need to grow and repair. But unlike animal protein, pea protein is incredibly easy on digestion. There's no heaviness, no bloating, no too full feeling afterward. Your body absorbs it cleanly, almost like it's saying, "Finally, something I can work with." Let me share a quick story. James, a 72-year-old retired carpenter, came to me feeling frustrated. His legs had grown weak, and climbing stairs left him winded. We added just one simple habit: a morning smoothie made with pea protein powder. Nothing fancy, just 1 scoop mixed with oats and a ripe banana. 8 weeks later, his lab results came back, muscle mass up by 6%. But the bigger change? He told me, "Doc, I feel steady again. I don't need to grab the rail anymore." That's the power of giving your muscles the right kind of fuel. And the best part? You don't have to overhaul your entire diet. Just 1 scoop, about 20 grams of pea protein, blended with oatmeal and a banana, can set your body up for smoother digestion and stronger muscle recovery. It's gentle, it's plant-based, and it works. Here's a little trick. If you add a dash of cinnamon or a spoonful of peanut butter, Not only does it taste amazing, but the healthy fats help your body absorb the protein even better. You see, the secret isn't just about more protein, it's about smarter protein. The kind that your body, at this age, can actually use. But don't go anywhere just yet, because the next source on our list takes it to another level. It doesn't just help build muscle, it actively supports your heart and blood flow too. And once you hear what it is, you'll realize why it's becoming the top recommendation in senior nutrition programs across America. Number 4. Fermented soy. Now here's something most people have never been told about soy. When soybeans are fermented, they change completely. The same food that once caused bloating or discomfort suddenly becomes one of the easiest, most efficient proteins your body can use. You see, during fermentation, natural enzymes begin breaking down the complex parts of soy, the very parts that used to make it hard to digest. What's left is a protein that your body can absorb almost instantly. Think of it as pre-digested nutrition, smooth, light, and ready to go to work in your muscles. And it's not just about digestion. A major study in Japan followed thousands of adults over the age of 65 and found something remarkable. Those who regularly ate natto, a traditional Japanese food made from fermented soy, had 20% higher muscle density and stronger bone mass compared to those who didn't. That's not a small difference. That's the kind of result you can feel every time you stand up from a chair or take a walk after dinner. So what's the secret? It's all in the fermentation. The process releases special enzymes that enhance the way your body absorbs amino acids, the building blocks of muscle. In fact, some studies show that fermented soy allows amino acids to enter your bloodstream faster than eggs. Imagine that, a simple, humble food that quietly beats one of the most celebrated protein sources on the planet. And you don't have to move to Japan to get the benefits. Just 2 or 3 tablespoons of natto in the morning, or a warm bowl of miso soup before lunch, can make a noticeable difference over time. It's not just food, it's functional nourishment for aging muscles and bones. If you're not used to the strong flavor of natto, try mixing it with rice, or blending a bit of miso into your favorite soup or stir-fry. Even a small amount a few times a week helps your body tap into that natural enzyme advantage. What I love most about fermented soy is that it's gentle. It doesn't push your system, it works with your system. It supports digestion, boosts protein absorption, and even provides probiotics that help balance your gut, something that becomes more important with every passing year. For many of my older patients, that one change, swapping regular soy for fermented soy, was enough to help them feel lighter, stronger, and more energized throughout the day. It's proof that sometimes it's not about adding more. It's about choosing better. And if you think plant-based foods can't get any more impressive than this, well, hold on. Because the next one on our list doesn't just build muscle. It helps repair aging cells from the inside out. Number 3. Quinoa. Let's talk about a seed so ancient that NASA decided it was good enough for astronauts. Quinoa. For centuries, it's been called the gold of the Andes. And today, science is finally catching up to what ancient civilizations already knew. This tiny grain carries an extraordinary balance of nutrients that can keep your body strong, flexible, and full of life, even as the years go by. What makes quinoa so special isn't just its high protein content. It's the type of protein. See, most plant-based foods are missing something called lysine, an amino acid that your body needs to build and repair muscle, skin, and even collagen. But quinoa has it, naturally. That means when you eat quinoa, your body gets the complete set of amino acids, the same kind you'd find in meat, fish, or eggs, without the heaviness or cholesterol. Here's a story that really stuck with me. There's an 80-year-old woman in California, vibrant, active, full of energy. Every morning she eats just 3 tablespoons of cooked quinoa with her breakfast. Nothing fancy. But when her doctor ran her tests, he couldn't believe it. Her muscle tone was like someone in her 60s. Strong, stable, with excellent balance and joint health. When asked her secret, she just smiled and said, "It's my little bowl of quinoa." You see, 1 cup of quinoa packs about the same amount of protein as 3 eggs. Yet it's easier for your body to digest. It doesn't sit heavy in your stomach. It gives you steady energy instead of that quick spike and crash. And because it's naturally gluten-free, it's gentle on your digestive system, even for people who usually struggle with grains. What I love about quinoa is its versatility. You can mix it into oatmeal, toss it in a salad, or use it as a base for a warm veggie bowl. It absorbs flavor beautifully, nutty, light, slightly chewy, and it pairs with almost anything. It's one of those foods that makes healthy eating feel effortless. And here's something worth remembering. Quinoa doesn't just feed your body. It nourishes your cells. The combination of lysine, iron, and magnesium supports muscle recovery, helps regulate blood sugar, and strengthens the foundation of your bones. For anyone over 60, that's a powerful trifecta. When you start adding quinoa regularly, even a few spoonfuls a day, you're giving your body the building blocks it needs to repair, restore, and stay resilient. It's proof that sometimes the simplest foods hold the deepest wisdom. So the next time you're planning a meal, think beyond just calories or protein grams. Think about cell nutrition, food that works with your body, not against it. Number 2, lentils. Simple, earthy, humble, yet one of the most powerful muscle foods you can eat after 60. It's funny, most people think of lentils as just soup filler, something your grandma might have made on a cold Sunday afternoon. But behind that modest look lies a real secret, one that many older athletes quietly swear by. You see, lentils are loaded with leucine. That's the amino acid your muscles crave to grow and repair themselves. Think of leucine as the on switch for muscle synthesis. Without it, your body just can't build new muscle efficiently. But when leucine levels are high, it's like flipping a light switch. Your muscles wake up, your strength rebuilds, and your metabolism starts humming again. And lentils? They're one of the richest plant sources of leucine out there. That's why so many performance coaches now recommend them for seniors, not just for vegetarians, but for anyone who wants real, sustainable muscle support. A 2020 Harvard study found that people who regularly ate lentils had 12% more muscle mass than those who didn't, even when their overall calorie intake was the same. Why? Because lentils deliver clean protein, slow-burning carbs, and powerful minerals like magnesium and potassium, the exact trio your muscles use for energy, contraction, and recovery. But here's the best part. Lentils are incredibly easy to use. You don't need fancy shakes or expensive powders. Just simmer a cup of lentils with carrots, onions, and a drizzle of olive oil. That combination alone gives you high-quality protein, healthy fats, and fiber that keeps your blood sugar steady. No crash, no bloat, no heavy feeling in your stomach. It's real food that loves your body back. One of my patients, Tom, is 68 and used to struggle with weak legs. He started adding lentil stew to his lunch 3 times a week. Within 2 months, he noticed something remarkable. Not only could he stand up from a chair more easily, but his afternoon fatigue was gone. His doctor said his muscle quality had improved. Not just size, but strength and endurance too. That's what lentils do. They restore power where you thought it was gone. They don't just feed your muscles, they retrain them to respond again. And because they're plant-based, they don't come with the cholesterol or inflammation that often tags along with heavy animal proteins. Plus, lentils come in colors: red, green, brown, black, and each brings a slightly different nutrient profile. The red ones cook fast and blend beautifully into soups. The green ones stay firm and work great in salads. And the black beluga lentils? They're antioxidant powerhouses, protecting your cells while they fuel your strength. So if you've ever thought that building muscle after 60 was impossible, remember this. Sometimes it's not about eating more, but eating smarter. And a single bowl of lentil stew, warm, rich, and comforting, might be one of the smartest choices you can make for your body today. Because the truth is, this simple food isn't just helping athletes. It's helping everyday people regain confidence in their movement, rebuild strength, and feel alive again. And speaking of strength, the number one food on our list doesn't just build muscle faster than eggs. It actually reawakens a metabolism that may have been sleeping for years. Number 1. The golden key, the plant-protein combo. Here's the truth. There isn't a single perfect source of protein. Every plant has its strengths and its gaps. But when you combine the right ones, something remarkable happens. You unlock what I like to call the golden synergy, a blend that fuels your body far better than any single food alone. And that magic trio? Pea protein, quinoa, and lentils. 3 humble ingredients that, when paired together, give your muscles everything they need. All 9 essential amino acids, slow-digesting fiber, and the natural enzymes that make absorption effortless. Think of it like building a house. Pea protein lays the foundation, rich in branched-chain amino acids that directly repair muscle fibers. Quinoa is the framework, providing lysine, the rare amino acid plants usually lack, which strengthens connective tissue and keeps your joints supple. And lentils? They're the workers, packing leucine, the spark that switches on muscle synthesis. Separately, they're good. Together, they're unstoppable. This isn't just theory. Studies show that when these 3 are combined, protein synthesis rates rise dramatically, especially in adults over 65. Your body doesn't just get protein, it uses it efficiently, helping you rebuild muscle mass, improve balance, and even stabilize blood sugar. And it doesn't take much to see the difference. Try this simple morning smoothie. 1 scoop of pea protein powder, 2 tablespoons of cooked quinoa, and half a cup of boiled lentils. Blend it with a ripe banana and unsweetened almond milk. Maybe toss in a pinch of cinnamon if you like a cozy flavor. That's over 25 grams of complete, plant-based protein. Clean, anti-inflammatory, and easy on digestion. It's not just a drink, it's muscle fuel. You'll notice that gentle, steady energy through the morning. No crash, no heavy stomach, just clarity and strength. And if you make it part of your daily routine, your muscles will start to wake up again, like flipping a switch your body forgot it had. What's even more exciting is what happens under the surface. This combo doesn't just build new muscle, it supports your gut microbiome, the very system that decides how well you absorb nutrients. The fiber in lentils and quinoa feeds the good bacteria, while the easy-digesting proteins in peas keep inflammation low. So you're not only fueling your muscles, you're healing your gut, improving immunity, and stabilizing metabolism all at once. Many of my patients have told me the same story. They felt lighter, stronger, and more stable on their feet, without changing anything except this one small habit. No magic pills, no protein powders that upset your stomach. Just real food in the right combination. And remember, building muscle after 70 isn't about eating more. It's about helping your body use what you already give it. When the amino acids are balanced, your body recognizes them like familiar tools. It knows exactly what to do. That's when you start feeling real vitality again. Your posture improves, your energy lifts, even simple movements start feeling easier. So if you've ever felt like your body's engine just isn't firing the way it used to, this might be the reset it needs. Because sometimes, The answer isn't found in a pill or supplement. It's in the quiet power of nature, when three simple plants work together to do what none of them could do alone. And yet, as powerful as this combo is, there's one more layer that most people overlook. Two hidden factors that can supercharge your body's ability to turn this food into pure, usable muscle. Very few people talk about them, but once you understand what they are, everything changes. Vitamins and minerals, the silent partners of protein. Here's something most people never realize. Even if you're eating the perfect amount of protein, your body can't build muscle without the right nutrients to activate it. Think of protein as the bricks, and vitamins and minerals as the builders. Without the builders, those bricks just sit there, unused. Take vitamin D3, for example. It's not just for your bones. It actually turns on the genes responsible for muscle growth. A Mayo Clinic study found that older adults with healthy vitamin D3 levels had up to 30% more muscle synthesis than those who were deficient. That's huge. But here's the thing. Most people over 60 in the US are low in vitamin D, especially if they spend little time outdoors. Just 15 minutes of morning sunlight can act like a natural protein booster. It signals your body to use the protein you eat more efficiently, and it helps keep your energy levels stable throughout the day. Add in vitamin B12 for nerve and muscle communication, and omega-3s to reduce inflammation and improve protein absorption. And suddenly your body starts performing the way it was meant to. When these nutrients work together, it's like switching from a flickering light bulb to a full, steady glow. Your energy feels smoother, your recovery faster, your balance stronger. And here's the truth. It's not about adding dozens of supplements or fancy products. It's about making sure your body has the essentials, those few key vitamins and healthy fats that unlock the power of every gram of protein you eat. Because in the end, muscle isn't built just in the kitchen. It's built in the chemistry of your body. And once those missing pieces click into place, everything, from strength to mood, starts to shift. Now, speaking of chemistry, there's one final piece of the puzzle. Something most people never consider, but it might just be the most powerful factor of all. Your daily habits. Because no matter how good your diet is, if your daily habits don't support it, your body simply can't use that nutrition the way it should. Here's a simple truth. After 70, your body doesn't slow down because it's old. It slows down because it's waiting for a little care, a few better routines. Start with something small, like a 20-minute walk after meals. It's not just about burning calories. That gentle movement tells your muscles, hey, stay awake, stay active. Studies show it can actually help your body absorb protein twice as efficiently, turning that healthy meal into real strength. Then there's sleep. Not the kind where you toss and turn, but a full 7 hours of deep rest. During that time, your body releases growth hormones, the very same ones that rebuild and repair muscle naturally. Think of it as free overnight maintenance for your body. And before you eat, try drinking a glass of warm water. It might sound too simple, but it jumpstarts your digestion, so your stomach can process and absorb nutrients without strain. These little habits may seem small, but together they build a foundation of energy, strength, and recovery. They're like tuning up an old but dependable engine. Suddenly, everything runs smoother. Here's the part I love most. Age doesn't make you weak. Old habits do. And the moment you start changing them, even slightly, your body responds almost immediately. Your steps feel lighter, your grip stronger, your confidence higher. Because growing older isn't about losing strength. It's about learning how to feed it, rest it, and move it in the right way. And when you do, you'll realize 70 isn't the end of your strong years. It's just the beginning of a new, wiser kind of strength. Here's something I want you to remember. Your body isn't getting weaker because you're getting older. It's getting weaker because somewhere along the way, it stopped getting the right kind of care. But the good news? You can change that. Starting today. It doesn't take a massive overhaul or a strict diet. Just begin with a few simple choices. Add 1 serving of plant-based protein to your day. Take a short walk after each meal. Get a full night's rest. 7 hours of deep, healing sleep. Do those small things, and within a few short weeks, you'll start to feel it. Your muscles respond, your energy returns, and even your mood begins to lift. Because your body has never stopped working for you. It's just been waiting for you to work with it. And now, I'd like to leave you with a little thought. Aging isn't a decline. It's an opportunity. An opportunity to live smarter, move better, and feel stronger than you have in years. If this video helped you, please share it, so more people over 60 can see that age isn't a limitation, but a doorway to better health. And I'd love to hear from you. What kind of protein are you using right now? Tell me in the comments below. We read every single message, and your story might just inspire someone else in our next video. Thank you for staying with me till the end, and remember, the best time to rebuild your strength is always now.